some grace.
Let's see if it's going to let us stream to Dana's channel here. It looks like it's trying.
Oh, there is
It
something.
shows you live,
Yeah.
and there we are. It looks like it's trying. There we go. So Dana is live on her channel over on YouTube. So if you prefer to watch on YouTube, you can go to Dana's on YouTube, which I can drop into this chat. And so if you are on Twitch and you prefer to watch on YouTube, or if you want to give us both of you, you can do it that way. The YouTube chat for me will not populate for another 25 to 35 seconds because my computer and YouTube chat have a disagreement about what promptness is, which I appreciate.
I
So
love the little thumbnail that it created. Like,
I didn't even see it.
it's the banner that I have, but it just took
Mm.
like a chunk of it and is like, here we go.
See, we're having fun. Everything's
Yes.
working.
Yes.
We work hard for the money, so you better treat us right.
That's right.
That's right.
I'm so
Right.
excited. I was so nervous. I was so nervous. I told you, I was so nervous. Now everybody knows I was so nervous. And now here we are. And I'm like,
It
yay.
is weird that I used to like it used to be like it's writing stream time and it didn't even occur to me to be nervous. And now like we're both like panicking all morning. So Jennifer's in your chat. Hi Jennifer.
Hello.
I'm gonna pop out Dana's chat. I wonder.
Oh,
Oh, this bitch. I might be getting too fucking clever. Hold on.
oh, I'm like, what bitch? Who are we going to
This
burn
bitch.
today?
This bitch. Oh, it won't let me copy it. Never mind. I don't have the patience right now.
That's okay.
But I can at least see your chat and my chat.
Yeah. I'm going to. Whew.
Okay, so we are going. I raised my hand because I did a thing, I guess. It moved us.
Where did we go?
It's made us switch sides
Oh,
for a second, but it also made me raise my hand, and I don't know how I did that.
I don't know either. I am going to share this. I'm going to share this. We'll see what happens.
Okay, anyway. Um, yeah, and then we're gonna do some writing sprints. I don't know how long we're gonna go because as we have indicated, we were not entirely sure what we were doing until about 45 seconds ago.
I know.
So
I know, but it's all working out so
it
wonderfully.
is. It is.
I, okay. Okay. All right. Turn it on then. We're going to turn it on and we're sharing it to all the
I'm
things.
hitting the Jax Films React bot. Yes, that was the bite of 87, Jack. I wish you could hear it, but you can't, and I don't know how to make it so you can.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I might have to put the sound on my phone, but if I do that, then we're gonna have like
Yeah,
echoing.
you'll have like a loop, and it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
So
But
there's something
um
else we can do, I'm sure.
yes. So the thing that we forgot to do was our introductions,
We
shall we?
did. We did.
Yes.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Okay. All right.
Why don't you start?
All right. So I will start. My name is Dana Gaulin. I write spicy, spicy, spicy under the pen name Ava Fox 301. And yeah, I'm just really, I went from being like anxious and scared to now I'm like super excited because we're doing the things and
It's working.
yeah. We've been talking about how we miss doing the things and now like all these endorphins are just, I'm like, woo,
You
that's
should
me.
share it in the four of us's chat. We
Okay.
have a chat with CJ and Tamara. I don't know that CJ and Tamara are awake because CJ and Tamara are not morning people. So it is likely they will not appear in the chat or anything. But if we let them know, then they know. And
Then
then,
I put it in there. I let them
yep.
know.
So now they know, and knowing is half the battle.
G.I. Joe.
Oh no, Jennifer, I'm so sorry.
What?
She said that she just found out she has stage 3 bladder cancer.
Oh
So she needs all the
no.
distractions today.
Yeah,
Thank you for the views, Fairy Law. I appreciate the lurk views. I appreciate all the views. All your
absolutely.
views are belong to us and whatnot. Oh man.
Not not that I mean I'm not a I'm disgustingly uh positive at times. So we will have all of the good vibes and all
Yes.
the good things. Yes.
Yes.
Optimistic. That's the word. That's the word. All
Yep.
right, Sarah, you gotta do your intro because I did mine.
Oh, yeah. And I'm Sarah Sharnover, and I usually write horror. Sometimes I accidentally write fantasy. I did it again. And I don't know that this one is for adults, and I'm real annoyed by it because, like, I haven't said fuck once, and I'm 16 pages in. What? Like, what even is this? What is it? I don't know who this girl is, but
Right?
she's writing this story. I don't know. I think it's a kid's story. It's really annoying to me. I didn't even read kids' story when I was a kid.
Yeah, but like it could end up being like one of those goosebumps where it's actually scary, but it's written for young adults, and then elementary kids get a hold of it and
Yeah.
start peeing the bed again.
Fairy Law just found out his niece's gallbladder ruptured, so he also needs distractions. My dad's gallbladder was necrotic when they took it out in the 80s, and they did it successfully in the 80s, and he was also 400 pounds. So I'm sending well wishes to your niece, but also if they could do that with a 400-pound man in the 80s, I I have
Yes.
full faith in the doctors for your niece because
Oh yeah.
my one of my best friends, actually, she had her gallbladder removed at 16, and she had the privilege and honor of having the most gallstones ever found in a juvenile in that hospital.
Oh my goodness. Oh wow. Did she get like a plaque?
No, no,
I
they let her
if it,
keep some of them, and I thought that
yeah,
was disgusting.
that is kind of
That's good. She's already out. She's in recovery now.
yeah.
Good.
If
That
it was
it is like having a C-section as
yeah,
opposed to having like an arthroscopic surgery where they just put holes in you. So like
yeah,
it is much more intensive.
yeah. Like if Genevieve had like the most of anything, I would totally like get her a plaque. Like when she lost her ovary, if she had like if it was like a world record size cyst, I
Yeah.
would have I totally would have.
Get her name legally changed to Sisty McGee.
Right.
I'm sorry, we're honoring this. This is important.
That's right. That's right. Oh my god.
What does Jack's Films have to say? Leave a comment telling me what you ate today.
Oh,
That's what
Jennifer.
Jack wants you to do.
Yes.
I ate bacon and I drank out of this cup that says mine on it, and it has coffee in it that is the color of not coffee. It
I
is more cream than coffee. Hey Travis, is there coffee left? Could you give my coffee a little more coffeeness? Thank you. Use a
what did
hero. You're a gentleman and a scholar.
I I have been trying some like clean eating recipes because my very good friend um she just recently found out that she is borderline diabetic, and because of some other health issues um they are going to go ahead and do a gastric sleeve.
Mhm.
And so she has to lose 10 pounds in like the next 30 days. And so they've put her on this clean eating diet. And
Mhm.
so, of course,
You're
I'm like,
being the supportive friend.
yeah, I'm right here with you. And so last night, not last night, the night before, which was actually, it was Friday morning. It was like 3 a.m. Friday morning. I cut up some kale. Okay. And then I seared the kale just until it turned like a darker green, because in order for us to get the full nutrients from kale, we have to blanch it or cook it a little bit in order for it to like for us to be able to break it down. Then I like mixed up some scrambly eggs and I threw those in there, and I halved up some cherry tomatoes, threw that in there. And I just basically it was like a scrambled egg omelet is what it was. And I put it in a bowl and I thought, what better to have with this than buffalo sauce, which is unusual for me because any kind of spicy foods makes me like Hades is here in my digestive system. It was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good. I laid down, I took a nap. I woke up like 4 hours later. I made four more eggs.
I am the pickiest eater
Yeah.
in the whole world. So those kinds of diets never work for me. But you know what's funny is that Travis has been put on several diets by different doctors.
Hmm.
And they keep giving him like eat this many calories.
Yeah.
He went in one of those and he was plateaued, and they kept telling him basically like you're not doing it right.
Right.
And then they made him do fasting, and like it's been awful.
Yeah.
But then he used one of those apps in his phone and put in a whole bunch of numbers and stuff. And
Mhm.
it gave him like 700 more calories a day or something, like 400 or 700 more calories a day. And
Yeah.
he is dropping weight.
Yeah. Yeah. So like my
Not in an unhealthy way, but like the
no,
way you're supposed to.
yeah, no, I totally understand what you're talking about. So like later on this month, I'm going in to see a dietitian um because uh health issues and all this other stuff, but also like I'm active and I don't eat a lot, but I'm still like gaining weight, which is kind of weird. So we found out through one of those apps where I tracked everything I ate. And I mean, down to like, I would scan the barcode and it would put all the I'm not eating enough. And
Yep.
it's not that I'm not eating enough throughout the day, I'm not consuming enough calories. And so my body thinks I'm in this constant state of
Yep.
starvation.
So it's trying to protect the calories that are in you.
Yes, yes. And so the dietitian that I'm going to be seeing at the end of the month, they are like, there's some kind of scientific formula.
No, and I understand that there's like a formula for it and stuff. The thing about it is that all of these doctors kept giving him different things to follow,
Yeah,
and none of them looked at those.
right.
They all just pulled numbers out of their asses.
Yeah, yeah. Up until I
Like,
started seeing this new doctor who is a woman, and nothing against male doctors, but being 45 and female, I need a female who actually understands what's going on. She sent me a message after I had some lab works done, and she was talking about how, oh, you need to eat less of this and you need to eat more of that. And so I messaged her back and I said, I gave you my food journal. I don't eat fried foods. I don't go to fast food. I cook primarily at home.
mhm.
Um, I'm eating the vegetables. I'm eating the lean proteins. I've cut out the
You're
red.
eating the dogs, you're eating the cats.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You can hear dinner meowing at me, but
Uh-huh. It sounds like somebody's in heat, really.
it's the boy cat.
Is it really? He
Yeah,
sounds like he's in heat. He
he
must be
might be.
trying to summon someone.
Yeah, probably. But it wasn't until I told her, look at my food journal that I've been keeping for the last 2 months. And then that's when she was like, okay, let's do this app. And so for another 2 months, I was very strict with the app and everything. And that's when she put it all together.
Yeah.
But they kept giving me the same generic, go to the gym, eat less fried foods, eat more vegetables, eat, and it's like,
Well, and the worst part is that it starts off with the tone of "ew, you're fat," and it's like, yeah, that's why I'm fucking here, bro.
yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah,
I
and
appreciate that you're grossed out by it.
yeah,
But here I am in this body, so can we not just go "ew, you're fat"? Can we
right,
not do that,
right.
please?
Stop trying to
Thanks.
make it sound like I'm lazy and it's like, no, that's not the case.
Also, we can talk about how being poor is literally a direct pipeline to being fat, but that's a whole conversation that the doctor probably don't want to have.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, because I can definitely say that if I could, I would save more money if I didn't buy raw foods to cook
Yeah,
myself.
yeah,
Yeah, if I could eat out of boxes,
yeah.
but I don't want to. I still need to stick around as much as I would love to be in the next life or in the next world or wherever we go when this life is over. I need to be here because many monsters got plans. She, she's she's always
That
got
you didn't hear it, but I said kapla,
kapla.
which is the success, happiness, congratulations, good job of Klingon.
Yeah. Oh,
Which,
right.
by the way, Klingon, written in Klingon, starts with a T.
Huh.
Yeah, it's yeah, and then Vulcan. I can't ever say Klingon right. I can't get it right, but Vulcan is Volkanang, and it's the weirdest looking word. Like they just added. They were like, you know what, the Vulcans are fancy. Let's just add extra syllables. I'm learning Klingon on Duolingo, so and you know how like they'll be like kitchen words and how to ask for to get to places. This
Right.
one's like how to interrogate someone.
Yeah.
I love it.
How
It's so good.
how to disembowel without making a mess.
Yeah,
Oh,
Fairy Law said I'm on my feet 10 hours a day and working constantly, and I've only dropped 20 pounds in the last year, and being poor is a big part of that. It is because you can buy a box of mac and cheese and feed yourself a whole bunch, or you can spend, the same amount of money and get yourself 2 bites of something that's good for you.
yeah. Yeah. Well, like I said, I made some eggs and within
And
4 hours I wanted more
well,
eggs because
and
I
you
was
can't make
hungry.
yourself sides
Yeah.
if you can't afford to make those. Like if you're making a piece of chicken,
Mhm.
some corn, and some mac and cheese. That's a normal, like a plate of food,
Right.
except that you're either had to buy something so big that there's extras there,
Yeah.
which means that now you've spent more than you had to spend, or it is so tiny proportioned that the packaging is more of what you paid for and you wasted all your money on it.
Yeah.
So like feeding yourself or feeding a small group of people is so expensive.
Yeah.
And then like when you add more people, you can do more things. So it gives you some wiggle room in some places, but also you're feeding more people. So
Right.
you're spending
Well,
more in general. So it gives you less wiggle room on that end.
yeah. Well,
Like you can make a box of mac and cheese and give everyone one scoop if you're feeding 3 people.
yeah. And
So it's just a mess. He said, I
like
both made breakfast for the week and I'm certain that's why I've dropped any weight. See, and I can't do that. If I made something 4 days ago, I'm not eating that shit.
oh, I'll make
Absolutely not.
I'll make like a crock pot of like soup or something and the soup turns into stew and I'll eat it till it's gone. I'm not about
Nope.
I'm all about making sure that all the things get ate up.
I do not eat anything that I am not 100% sure will not be bad. And
Yeah.
about 4 days in the refrigerator is about the length I am willing to go.
I think it depends on what it is. Like if it's made with milk, then that's a different story. But like if it's just like chicken soup or like as long as
I
there's no
would
pasta in it.
I wouldn't eat chicken soup. Like that's the thing is like that because I'm picky.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
a whole bunch of the stuff I eat. Like I have a curry in my fridge that technically probably is still good. I'm gonna throw it away though because it's from Monday. But it's curry.
Well, yeah, but did you make it?
No, a friend made it.
I mean, I mean, unless you have like a thermometer and you know that you've reheated it past 165 degrees.
Well, here's the other problem is that there's 2 places that there's that bacteria grows in
Yeah.
that, and one of them is rice. And what
Yeah.
comes in curry?
Rice.
I'm not fucking with it. I'm not
I
doing
know.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna die from some rice. Rice
Right.
ain't good. Rice
Right.
isn't
Right.
even good. It's something I eat because it goes with the thing, not
Yeah.
because I like it.
Right.
And I'm not dying for it.
Right. See, and like because I've been put on a high protein diet, a high lean protein diet, I've substituted my rice with quinoa. But
Yeah, I don't love quinoa either.
the,
I don't like starch anymore.
yeah, I love quinoa, and quinoa is a great source of protein, like plant-based protein. Um, but it doesn't fill you like rice does. And so I'm still getting used to the idea that like just because I have a bowl of curry and I mix in quinoa doesn't mean I'm going to get that satisfaction of having that rice sit on my stomach and make me feel nom 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 nom. But
Yeah.
it's all about learning, and what do they
Right?
say? New habits form in like 30 days or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. That's why I'm doing my writing the way I'm doing it.
yeah.
Is that I'm doing the 100 words, 20 minutes because I'm starting to just like build in the habit. Like I forgot again yesterday that I was supposed to write. And
Yeah.
I got to like 20 minutes before stream, but 40 minutes before stream, and I was like, oh fuck. So I wrote really fast.
Yeah.
But that also means that I didn't have time to write over it all. So I
Yeah.
got 138 words yesterday,
Right.
whereas the day before I got 308.
Yeah.
So
Well, I don't know. Like, I've been trying to make sure that I write before I go to bed. Like, so I come home from work and I write a little bit. Um, but I've noticed like I start falling asleep, and in that like twilight kind of sleep, kind of awake, I write some weird, really weird stuff. And then
well, I mean, I'm a David Lynch fan, so send that shit my way.
you're right.
You want to
And
write
then,
some weird stuff? I'm your guy.
yeah. And
I
then,
can't read the smut. It makes me turn all red and get all flustered.
oh my goodness.
So
The
embarrassing.
the young man that I was working with yesterday, he was asking me because I was in my own zone yesterday. I was not
Yeah.
who I normally am. And so he was asking me what was going on, and I started talking to him about this anthology that I'm involved in, and he's like, well, what kind of like what? And I said I'm the narrator. Instead of going into this long explanation of I write erotica, and we're putting 12 people together, and everybody's writing their own little short story, and it's going to go into an anthology, and we're going to raise money for charity.
Right.
Instead of going down that rabbit hole, I'm like trying to kind of piece it all together. And he's like, wait a minute. You mean to tell me that you like read smut out loud to people? And I was like, no, no.
No, there is a difference between typing those words and
Yes, yes.
saying those words.
I was like, I can type those words all day long, but there is no way that I could sit in front of a camera and speak those words without laughing myself. No, no, I couldn't
Yeah.
do it. I couldn't do it.
The thing, Fairy Law, for the stupid bagels at McDonald's, the thing for me is that it's I like the steak ones, and there's something they do to that steak, and I don't understand what they do to it to make it the way it is. And that's the key to it. So it doesn't work for me to make it at home because there's some key that they do to the steak part.
Is well, okay, I don't eat at McDonald's, but McDonald's has like steak bagels for breakfast now, or
Yeah, steak, egg, and cheese bagel. They're really good. They didn't have them for a couple years during COVID, but
yeah,
like, and I eat one maybe once a month.
right,
But like, it's the thing that calls to me. And then I found out I have a new coworker, because one of our girls left,
uh-huh.
and then we're very internal at our job, so it's actually my other coworker's cousin who works there.
Right,
But I was telling her about my McDonald's food choices, and I was like, the other thing I like at McDonald's, and this is going to be disgusting, and you're going to be shocked and horrified, so I'm just telling you ahead of time, is that I like sausage biscuits, but I like to dip them in ketchup, and I don't actually like ketchup. I like ketchup on like three things.
right.
And she goes, "Oh my god, me too."
No way.
I thought it was me and my little brother. I thought we were the two people on the planet who did that. If I
Yeah,
ask for ketchup when I buy
yeah,
a sausage biscuit, it's like I'm speaking in German.
yeah,
They're like, "You want what?
yeah.
You mean jelly?" I'm like, "No, I mean ketchup.
Any ketchup. Yeah.
Jelly. No, no, those aren't the same word.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine putting ketchup on a biscuit, but you
It's the
know,
sausage biscuit particularly, and you do not put it on it. You dip it in it. You cannot put it on it. It's not the same. Same rules for a grilled cheese. You dip grilled cheese in ketchup. You do not put ketchup on a grilled cheese.
I can dip my grilled cheese into tomato sauce, but I don't there's no ketchup in my house. So
I eat ketchup on, sorry, the cat's being cute.
yeah.
I eat ketchup on grilled cheese. I eat ketchup when I dip it, I dip the sausage biscuit in it, and then I eat ketchup. And I know I live 90 minutes from Chicago, and I can't believe I'm going to say this out loud in public. I eat ketchup on a hot dog. Those are the three things I eat ketchup on.
Yeah.
And then there are some things that I cook that there's ketchup in.
Right.
Like if I make a meatloaf, there's going to be a little bit of ketchup inside the meatloaf.
Yeah.
I make this stuff my mom used to make. It's like meaty, cheesy. It's like a loose meat sandwich, except it's held together with like Velveeta.
Right.
But you have to have a little ketchup and a little mustard in it to make the flavor work right.
Yeah.
But you don't see them or taste them. That is
Right.
another thing I do eat with ketchup, is that stuff, that weird stuff. I don't
Yeah.
know why. Because I ate it that way as a kid. That's why.
Yeah. No, I had a recipe the other day that it was so good. It was called brown chicken stew, and it was so good. I ate it for like the 4 days, 4 days.
Yeah.
And then on the last day, I took doubles because it was so good. But it called for ketchup. It was like 1 tablespoon of ketchup. And I was like, not in my house. So I bypassed it and I put in tomato paste. So I put in diced tomatoes, but then I put in a little tomato paste to kind of, I don't know
But
what.
the problem that you're going to run into there is that you might need the vinegar in the ketchup for some reason.
I didn't
Because
think.
there's a lot of vinegar in ketchup.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
There's also a lot of sugar in ketchup.
but if it seems weird, then try adding just like a cap full of vinegar.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
If the paste doesn't work.
Yeah.
Because I bet you it's more the vinegar. If you're getting a taste issue, I bet it's more the vinegar than the sugar in the ketchup that you're really counting on.
Yeah.
Because also there's like 500 different kinds of ketchup, but they all have vinegar in them and they have different amounts of sugar. So I think it's counting probably on the vinegar. It's
Right.
probably the tomato and or the vinegar that is really the active thing.
I'll have to try that.
Yes, it is like a chopped cheese mixed with sloppy Joe. At some point I will film when I make it next. It is the kind of thing that I eat when I am super fucking depressed. Like it is like top tier comfort food. I don't really like meatloaf and stuff. And then my mom makes a shepherd's pie kind of thing, but it's not a shepherd's pie because it's got Velveeta and ground beef in it, and obviously shepherds don't take care of cows. So it's not shepherd's pie. But we always call it hamburger casserole. And that shit, if I am feeling depressed, I could eat 40 gallons of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I when I am down and out, I love this stuff called menudo.
Yeah.
My grandma makes it, and I tried making it because my grandma's not here, and it didn't taste the same. It didn't taste the same. And so I think like psychologically going to her house when I'm having a bad time and eating it there in her house, creates this. Otherwise, it's like dirty sock water with cow stomach in it. And it's like, am I really going to do this?
Yeah. My one shoulder is swollen, so my dress is sitting weird, and it's weirding me out.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mattress is as old as my marriage, which is 14 and a half years old. So we're on the hunt for a new mattress, but I am currently not in a good place in my sleeping situation. So we have been streaming for like 30 minutes, so we probably should do a sprint.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so we're gonna do a sprint. Dana, don't forget to mute here. I will mute you for my stream, so you don't have to worry about showing up on my stream. But there is a little bit of tech stuff because we haven't done this before. So you guys, I'm very sorry about that. We're doing 20-minute sprints. So we ready to go? All right, we'll go in 3, 2, 1, and the 20 minutes is on my little window, so you should be able to see that. And yeah, we'll be back in 20. that is time. That was a fun little
Yeah.
hoedown for a minute
I was
there.
I was gonna say that was. I was like,
Let's see what Jack's Films thought of it. Well, that's time I'll never get back.
oh,
Roasted.
dude,
He'd
that
be
was,
roasting me.
I know, that was excellent time. I got 336 words in.
Let me do the math real quick.
All right. I'm kind of at this like awkward transition period, but
I'm introducing characters, which means that it either goes really well or really bad.
yeah, yeah. Well,
I got 356.
oh, very nice.
Yeah.
I'm my main character is about to meet a very mischievous uh character that's gonna take something and completely warp it into nothing that the main character even considered happening, but he's gonna like it. So
Sometimes it'd be like that.
yeah.
Oh, my phone lights up and is like, hey, I need to tell you something. And I'm like, what? And it's like, there's weather.
Ah,
Thanks, bro.
yeah.
I wasn't aware of that.
Mine keeps telling me that it's snowing, so I look outside and I'm
Yeah,
like,
it's not. Yeah.
it's not
Yeah. I like
snowing.
when mine's like, the snow will stop in the next hour. And I'm like,
It didn't start
is it
yet.
is it gonna start though?
Right.
Is that part of the process?
Yeah.
I
Like
don't mean to be like the boss, but like I feel like you have to start something before you can stop it.
absolutely. Absolutely. I didn't even know it was snowing last night until the plow guy showed up. And
Yeah.
yeah, and I was like, "Oh, does the parking lot need to be plowed?" And he's like, "If you want it to be." And and I was
I'm
like,
not the boss of your parking lot.
I know. I'm like, sure. But I told him I was like, honestly, I think that like sure, plow the parking lot, but salt the parking lot because we don't want it to become an ice rink. And then I was like, but make sure you focus on curbs and the sidewalk because the last thing I want is for somebody to not know where the curb is.
Mm-hmm.
So by the time I left the building this morning, it was all like gone. It was just slush and ice and
Yeah.
slush. Yeah. And I was like, ah, okay, that works. I have no idea. That was contagious. Even from states away. I do like your Twin Peaks
It's my Twin Peaks necklace. I love it.
necklace.
Somebody asked me if it was a religious symbol, and I was like, I mean, technically, no.
Yeah, I think like Twin
But
Peaks is your religion.
right,
So
I was gonna say, but I talk about it as much as anyone I know talks about their religion. So
yeah.
I don't know.
The Church of Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Reverend Sarah.
David Lynch had to be evacuated from the wildfires. I hope they took him far away though, because he has emphysema. So like
yeah.
he doesn't need to be near it. Let
No.
alone like I understand he especially doesn't need to be on fire, but he
Right.
also probably should just not be breathing that.
Right, right. Well, and I'm sure that he probably owns more than one home. So,
I don't know that he does. He doesn't have the same kind of money that other people do.
oh,
When he wanted Laura Dern to be considered, hey Carrie, for an Academy Award, he
uh-huh.
didn't have the money to take out the ads and the trades that you do when you want
Uh-huh.
someone to get an Academy Award. So he rented a cow and went and sat outside the Academy building with a cow and a sign that said, "For your consideration, Laura Dern," and
That's
and
cool.
a loudspeaker. And like, there's a video where somebody's like, "Is that fucking David Lynch and a cow?" And they pull over, and it is David Lynch and a cow.
Oh, how funny. Did she win?
No,
No.
no, I don't think she even got nominated.
Well,
He did what he could though,
he did what he could, and
and
that's more than anybody else would have
he
done.
gave someone the opportunity to go, "Is that David Lynch and a cow?"
Yeah.
So I think everyone was a winner there.
Yeah, absolutely. absolutely. That would be kind of honest. But
I
you
think
know
that's
what?
better than an Academy Award. If I was Laura Dern, I'd like that more than an Academy Award.
Yeah. Like I totally foresee if I ever were to be in like the same vicinity as like a famous person, I'd be so oblivious to it. Like Matthew McConaughey could be standing behind me at Starbucks and I'd be like, that's an attractive man. Well, I'd probably be more like, that's a tree I'd like to climb. But it wouldn't like click that that's Matthew McConaughey. You know what I mean? Unless he was
Yeah,
speaking.
sometimes
If he was that sexy voice would click and like then
it
I'd be
really
like,
depends on the famous person because some famous people do not look like themselves unless they've been put together by their people.
right.
And some of them just look like they look all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like before Pam Anderson started doing this no makeup tour, you probably wouldn't have recognized Pam Anderson with no makeup. But now,
I don't even recognize her now. I saw a picture of her the other day and they were
yeah,
like
and that's
Pamela Anderson. And I was like,
yeah, and she's doing like a no makeup thing and she's
yeah,
like doing the natural thing. And but I wouldn't have recognized her before, but now I've seen her so many times that that's what I think of when I think of Pam Anderson.
yeah. I think the reason why it was so startling when I saw the image of her wasn't necessarily it just like I think that if she was going to go natural, it should have been before any type of like plastic surgery or whatever. Just because it didn't look anything like her. Kind of like when
Yeah,
other famous people are, they go in for this like major surgery and they come out and you're just like,
but Pam Anderson didn't really have major surgery.
yeah.
She just stopped having things done to make herself look younger.
Well, yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like Jennifer Grey, her career ended partly because she went and got a nose job.
Yeah, she totally ruined her.
And then she was unrecognizable.
Yeah. Because
Like so
everybody
that does
fell in love
happen.
with her nose.
Drew Carey had a hard time after he got his eyes fixed
Yeah.
and lost the weight.
Hmm.
He was like, I didn't realize when I was doing these things that I'm known as the fat guy with glasses.
Right.
So now some people didn't recognize Weird Al for a minute when he got his eyes done and then started like actually taking care of his hair instead of it being wild.
Right.
But yeah, like that's the thing is like when you don't know someone and you know this facade of them,
Yeah.
they have to rebuild a new facade.
Yeah. Yeah. Like when Alicia Keys decided she was going to go natural, she still looked like Alicia Keys because she wasn't one of those people who,
Right. She hadn't been buried underneath
yeah.
a facade before.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And that's why like a younger person deciding to go without makeup doesn't hit the same because they're
right.
not doing as much with the makeup.
Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of like when she did the whole like natural thing, I was like, I thought she was always natural because she doesn't cake it on at all. So, but Pamela Anderson is like the hair,
Yeah, like she
yeah,
was one of those people who didn't leave her house unless she was done up.
right, right. So now seeing her now, not that there's anything wrong. It's just it's shocking because you are, like you said, you're used to a facade, and now you're like, this is who I really am, and it's cool.
Yeah.
But at the same
She did
time,
the Criterion, Pam Anderson did the Criterion collection thing where they go into the Criterion closet.
uh,
And apparently she loves David Lynch too. So Pam Anderson went up several notches in my book. I already liked her just fine.
yeah,
But like finding out that you're a David Lynch fan,
yeah, like
Dolly
I,
Parton is a goddamn treasure, Carrie.
yeah,
Dolly Parton, she is just a fucking treasure.
yeah, absolutely.
She is great.
Oh, Amy is hanging out in my comment section over on
Yeah,
my.
hi Amy.
I
I
love,
did comment to you, but we were in
yeah.
the middle of a talk.
I'm like, I love the fact that we can both like be on our own channels and like open this up to a wider, you
I
know,
like it better on different platforms, though. I like
yeah,
better that one of us is on Twitch and one of us is on YouTube. And that way, if you have someone who doesn't have a Twitch, they can watch on YouTube. And if you have someone who doesn't have a YouTube or access to YouTube or whatever, they can watch it on Twitch. And
yeah,
it just gives everybody a little more wiggle room. I tend to watch, if somebody gives me a choice to watch them on YouTube or Twitch, I tend to watch on Twitch because the threshold to get paid on Twitch is lower. So I feel like I'm doing more by
right,
watching them on Twitch. That's a choice I can make.
right,
but then also like when Morgan's streaming, I have Morgan's Twitch open, Doc's Twitch open, Morgan's YouTube open. Sometimes I have Sako's YouTube open because Sako's streaming too. Like, hey,
Yeah.
Tamara's in your chat too. Hey, Tamara.
Hey.
Dolly goes out and about without makeup and nobody recognizes her because she's always glammed up. Yep, she is a treasure. I was so sad to see Peanut outgrew the Imagination Library. That's one of those things that people don't realize exists until they realize it, and then they're like, "Holy shit, Dolly Parton, why are you so good?" The books for kids thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like she's just a goddamn treasure. Like,
Right. Right. Well, and if you like most people what they know of Dolly Parton is the boobs, the hair, the
right.
makeup, but she is like you're absolutely right. She's a treasure. She's like a humanitarian, and I love the fact that she grew up in squalor, and now she's got all the money in the world, and
Well, I'll
yet
tell you
she doesn't let it get to her.
my complaint about country music is
Uh,
that most of the country music now is white collar country music.
I don't
Willie
even
Nelson and Dolly Parton, they
yeah,
came from working people. They are
yeah,
blue
yeah,
collar
yeah,
country music. White
like
collar country music does not work for me.
right.
It just
and
doesn't work.
and I have a hard time with I have a hard time with new country music because it's not.
There isn't a struggle there. There isn't,
No.
and they don't understand the struggle
Yeah,
that the people before them went through. Like Willie Nelson will tell you why he believes the things he does, and he can list off the reasons he believes them and
yeah,
the reasons like it was a different universe. It was a whole different universe, and they're all still fucking treasures.
yeah, yeah. And then now it's more like it's like
It's the
pop.
glam version, which
Yeah, it's like
cool.
pop music met a but oh, you know what? Here's
I
what it
don't love
is.
glam rock either, to be
It's
real.
like right. It's like pop star meets uh Buckle Bunny
Mhm.
um and becomes a country music star. And it's
Well, and I
just
think that's why Beyonce did well was because the Beyonce album, she knows what that struggle is still. She
yeah,
is not unfamiliar with it. She is not in that place at all today,
right,
but she
right.
also hasn't forgotten it.
Yeah, yeah,
And so that makes it hit different. It hits different when you have the emotions that are in the music. And I
yeah,
think the same is true for, the whole idea of writing what you know.
yeah.
Like
Absolutely. Well,
it
because
hits
a lot
different
of
when
times,
you have a connection.
yeah. And a lot of times, the people who are writing this music, that is what they're doing. They're writing their story or they're writing something that they've
Right.
experienced.
Their pain or their joy or their sorrow or their
Yes.
yeah,
And
their that's what that's for.
and in today's like new age, especially in the country, it's like nobody has that authentic story anymore. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, no, if you start out with a whole bunch of money and you never struggled, it's hard to write a story about
Yeah.
struggles.
Yeah.
It's not
Yep.
impossible. I'm not
Right.
saying nobody can do it. It's a lot harder,
Yeah. Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
I feel like the reason writers get stuck in a loop, like Stephen King writes, overly religious moms that are overbearing. Why is that? I don't know. Probably because he experienced that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure he probably talks about that like in
Almost
one of
every
his
book.
yeah.
Like it was his experience.
Yeah.
And that's one of the criticisms he gets is like, why is everything like this? Because to him it is.
Right.
Because
Right.
inside his head, that's how life is.
Yeah.
And we forget that someone else's experience is just what they assume everyone's experience is on some level. We
Yeah.
assume other people experience things the same way we do, but we
Yep.
don't. But
Right.
we just assume that. Why does it looks like I have a bald spot here? I don't. It's just I think all my gray hair has hung out in the same
Yeah.
spot. Anyway.
I'm starting to get this like tiara, and when it's down and loose right here in my widow's peaks, it's almost like a streak. So when it's down and loose, I have like a streak of silver, and when it's
Mhm.
pulled back, I have like racing stripes.
Yeah. Yeah. You do have yours is kind of in the place. Did you watch The Sopranos?
No.
Okay, there's this guy named Paulie, and he had his like in the temples too, but he
Uh-huh.
would like flare it out,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what like you could make yours like your
Yeah.
wings.
I
You
wonder,
could-
like, if I got one of those bump it things, like I could bump it and make like a
we
real,
need to get Dana a bump it stat.
yeah, exactly,
Don't
exactly.
ask me to mail it though, because I got shit to send to Dana. I got shit to send to Tamara that I've had for 2 years.
Oh, I know. But I did. So I decided, like, after I talked to Genevieve, I decided that it was time. I want my hair to be healthy as it ages. And I noticed, even though I use like natural coloring, there's still that ammonia and stuff and everything. Um, and so I was like, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop coloring my hair. And this little turd blossom, who's not little anymore by any
Right.
means, um she was like, Mom, for years you have been covering your silver hair with the same color as your regular hair, so instead of damaging your hair, I think you should just do it, just let it go. And I was like, okay. And then I started noticing, because I thought it was going to be like gray or whatever, but when you get in the sun, it's actually this shiny silver.
Mhm.
And I'm like, wow, this is really cool. And I've gotten like so many positive comments about it. Like, people ask me my age and I'm like, oh, I'm 45. And they're like, no way. I get a lot of like, I don't know. It just and it feels really nice. So it is. I'm like, it has nothing to do with writing. Or maybe it does. Maybe because like my characters I've noticed have gotten into they're not young teeny boppers. Never.
Yeah.
They weren't ever teeny boppers, but you know
Right.
what I'm saying.
Right.
Like, I get
Like
to,
as you mature, your characters mature.
yeah. And I also think like I do try to write things that I'm not familiar with. Um, like this one story that I've been working on, Tamara has actually read it. Um, it's
I'd still be
called,
blushing if I read it. So
I know, especially this one, because this one's called Dominated Incarceration.
I'm telling you, I got a book of Alina's one time and I opened it and it said cock like 3 times in the first page. And I went, I can't do this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what it is. I'm a child.
Right. And so I've stepped out on a ledge. I've never been inside a prison. I've never been to prison, but that's where the story takes place, is this like dominatrix, which I've never been a dominatrix either,
A
goes
likely
into this,
story.
yeah, like goes into this environment and there's this whole thing going on. And um so far everyone that I've let look at it, because I plan on publishing it, but I wanted to get some different opinions from different people who live different lifestyles. So far everybody loves it, and I'm like, this is awesome, because it's one of those things that I want to be able to like build off of it. I don't want it to be a one and done type of thing. um
Yeah.
but it's nice, writing like the things I know and the things I'm comfortable, but I also really enjoy kind of going out and leaving my comfort zone,
Yeah.
even though
I
sometimes,
think it's really important to writing to leave your comfort zone some of the time. You
yeah,
might not always use it,
right,
but I think it's important to the learning process. And I think anyone who thinks they're done learning is probably not really worth reading.
yeah. Oh, Tamara says
That
it's
might
a
be.
good story. Thank you.
Oh,
Yeah. Thank you very much. And Tamara and I have we have a publication on Medium, and so it'll be published there first.
oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you have links to that?
I can get them to you, or
Yeah.
Tamara, can you get the links?
Tamara, yeah, you've got a wrench,
I
and
know.
I can grab it off of Dana's and put it into my chat.
I was
So
gonna say
if you could, Tamara, that'd be fucking boss.
I've got so many different windows open. I'm scared to death to like.
Uh-huh. Yeah, because Dana is doing this from a laptop, and we
Yeah.
are kind of uh I'm really running Dana's stream as well
Yeah,
through through Zoom. It's a whole thing. So
it really is.
we are doing our best with what we have right now.
But that's okay. That's
It's
okay.
working.
It's working. It's working. And eventually, I'll figure it out and or we'll just keep doing it like this.
Right.
Why break
Whatever.
it if it's not why fix it if it's not
Right?
broken? Yeah.
That's true.
And then
Very true.
but yeah, yeah. I'm like, yeah.
Oh man, sorry.
No, you're fine.
Sorry, the cat woke me up at 5 a.m.
That's okay. That's okay. At 5 a.m. I was wondering what on earth I was doing with myself. There were all these dings and bells, and I was becoming overstimulated and undercaffeinated, and I was like, I gotta go.
Sometimes it's like that. All right, Tamara's gonna get that link. Let's go ahead and do another sprint.
Okay.
And when that link comes in on YouTube, I will copy it over to Twitch. So if anyone
Okay.
wants it, they can read the spices on the medium. So
Absolutely.
we will start our 20 minutes again in 3, 2, 1, go. That's the pens up music.
I know you can't hear me. Now you can.
I can.
I really like that.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
It is fun. It is fun. Hey, what are you doing, buddy? He doesn't know what he's doing. No, you don't. Trust me. I know it most.
I hit the Jack's Films button before we went back to making noise, and he said, God is dead and we killed him.
I didn't.
And then he said, aha, that's crazy.
He's giving away our secrets.
Kitty's got other agendas. He's got stuff to look at over there.
I wonder if, like, so because Yuga is white, he probably shows up really well on my lips. And I wonder if, like, I picked up House Panther because he's like super dark.
Yeah, the camera has a hard time figuring out that there's a face on a black cat.
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
you're just lucky. He's like, as a matter of
He's
fact,
like, I'm so pretty. I'm so
know. I know. This is it though. This is it. This is the very last one. Um, if there's other cats, they can live on the porch, but they no more in the house. No more. No. No more.
He says, oh, I'm the last one. Okay.
No. Yes, I know. Somebody, my friend Tasha she was commenting that I should like start a collection of cat food because everybody's cat seems to find my porch.
Right.
Especially now that it's cold outside because my porch is like enclosed.
Right.
Yeah. So I've put a couple styrofoam coolers out there and some blankets and stuff, and I get possums, cats, raccoons, and surprisingly, they all get along really
Yeah.
well. So I'm like, hey, if they could do it on the ark, they can do it in my porch.
Right.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I
man.
don't know if I don't
I didn't do as
know.
well that round.
Oh, you know what? I was busy.
I got 151 that round.
I started like thinking, let me do some maths. Hold on, cat.
Good Lord. The yawning, man.
I know you'd have thought that it was you that stayed up all night.
Right? I don't know what the deal is.
Well,
I
I
do
think
not know how to say this person in your chat's name. Do you? The one that starts with a K?
I do not. And if they can break it down for us, I would.
Yeah. They got 240, but I do not know how to say your name and I don't want to do something weird. So if you could give us a phonetic, that'd be boss. Ugh. Oh,
Oh, I
man.
got 316.
Good job.
Yeah, thank you. Um, uh, I don't know if Amy is still in the chats. I don't mind doing
Cage. I
Kate.
listened to Cage, so Cage works. We will use
Awesome.
Cage.
Awesome, awesome. It's nice to meet you, Cage. Um, Amy, I don't know if she's still in the chat or not,
Mm,
but if you are interested in any kind of website SEO type of stuff, she's the one to hit up. She is currently revamping my website for me, and I got it. I'm excited about it. I'm super excited. So if she's still here, go ahead and put all your stuff in there so people can hit you up and see the good things that you're doing. Um, she's like, she got me this jewel palette, and I believe she's trying to figure out how to change the color of Ava's dress and to like do seasonal
yeah.
dresses, which I'm really excited about because you know I'm just very excited. Come here. I'm very excited. Did that link work?
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Good, good, good.
How long are we planning on streaming? I don't know. We used to do 2 hours, and Dana works overnight, so that's probably about the
Yep.
threshold.
Yeah. You are running this show. I'm doing all right, but you seem like you might need a nap.
Travis just went to take his mom to the store, so I probably won't be napping.
Yeah. I've got my goal is to finish this story. Um, I want to finish this story by the end of this weekend. So that I can get it to a beta reader. And yeah, if you
That
guys
cat is so snuggly.
I know, right? He is just, I mean, so House Panther, he is the bed snuggler. Like
Yeah.
he gets up under the covers with me and like he prefers that I hold him while I'm sleeping. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then Richard Charles Maximus, but you can call him Max, is the couch snuggler. So if you're on the couch, he's going to suffocate you and he
Yeah.
loves to sleep right on your chest. And then Theodore, Fifador, Timothy, because no one can remember his name. He's the bathroom snuggler. So if he can like sneak in to the bathroom without you closing the door
Oh,
first,
yeah.
yeah, you have to hold him while you're like doing your business, which can be quite interesting. And then
Yeah.
he likes to get into the shower. Like he loves sleeping in the bathtub. And I thought for sure, like if the water was running, he would not want to be in the bathtub. But if you're in the shower, he like likes to sit on the ledge and
Yeah.
he's just like, here I am. And then Xena, the under the bed cat,
Mhm.
she's finally come out. And as long as it's just me and her, or me, her, and House Panther, she will get on the bed and I'm allowed to pet her, but only if she initiates the pet.
Yeah.
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 And then there's Freya, and Freya just she does whatever the hell she wants to do, and she doesn't give a shit who says what, and she'll beat the hell out of the boys. So yeah, so I got quite the mix. Got quite
Yeah.
the mix. But if you'd like to donate cat food to the Ava Fox Rescue,
The accidental Ava Fox rescue.
I know, I know. Oh my gosh. But it's no more. No more. There are no more coming in. Read my lips.
No more kitties.
No more kitties. I mean, granted, there's a lot of feral cats, and I don't even know if they're feral. I think that people just got sick of them, and so they booted them out of their house. Um, but I do because there's at least 6 different ones that come to the back porch, and then I've got 2 that come to the front porch. Um, and they're fine. They're welcome, but they're not inside cats. I can't have any more cats in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never in my life thought I would say I own 5 litter boxes, and yet here we are.
Right. Carrie said that she used to have a cat who peed in the tub, and they left some water in it, and then she that cured the cat. My cat doesn't pee in the tub, but that's apparently not that uncommon. But I do have a cat who likes to be in the tub after you've bathed.
Yeah.
Like she likes the warm, damp tub, but like she
Yeah.
doesn't want to be in it when it's like wet.
Yeah.
But yeah, that cats peeing in tubs is not that weird.
Yeah.
Apparently that's a thing that sometimes they think that's the place to go. And I mean, of all the places that aren't a litter box that they could pee, that's probably the easiest one to clean.
Yeah. I was gonna
Like
say,
it's the one option that's cleanable.
yeah, I was gonna say if they're gonna pee on something other than their litter box, I totally want them to pee in the bathtub.
Yeah.
So Cage was saying so many cats, I'm jealous, but in my family, everyone is allergic, including myself. Yeah. Yeah, I got lucky. I don't know how it happened, but the only thing that I have a real allergic reaction to is capsaicin. So anytime my son is cooking, because he likes jalapenos, I pretty much suffocate.
Cage's mom's dog licks the water droplets off your legs after a bath. I've had a cat that did that.
Yeah.
I don't remember which cat it was, but one of my cats did that. It's
Yeah,
so cute and weird.
it is. You know, so I've been learning a lot about like cat tongues and stuff and
Hmm.
how they have like reverse barbs and that's why they're so scratchy.
Hmm.
So Yuga's tongue is not super scratchy. And House Panther's tongue is not super scratchy. But I swear, Freya, she could literally like lick the skin right off my scalp. Like hers is so abrasive.
Huh.
And I wonder if it's like the difference between female versus male. This is gonna get old.
Crowley used to do that shit to me all the time.
Yeah. I mean, they got balls in my face.
Yeah,
That's a temporary problem.
right.
Oh, and that was the other thing. The the people who convinced me that I needed to house one more told me that he was 5 months old and had been neutered.
They can do it so that there's still testicles visible. So he might be.
Well,
It's just way more expensive to do it that way. Like
well,
it's a more expensive procedure.
yeah, I'm gonna
Checked
have him
out.
checked. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like Max, I took him in, they sedated him, and then before they started cutting or anything, they realized that he had already been neutered.
Yeah.
Um, so that they'll do before they start cutting, they'll verify.
Yeah.
Um,
For my channel, we're about 45 seconds out from an ad, so don't be alarmed when it picks up because it will be probably loud.
okay. I was gonna say, either way, uh, if it's done, it's done, and I guess I'll have dingleberries in my face
Right. Yeah.
occasionally.
I mean, it's butthole and balls or just butthole. Like those are
Yeah,
really your choices. So it's
yeah,
not like there's a good choice there.
I know, I know. I'm really not a fan of either, but
Yeah.
and I
Do
mean, at
you?
least go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say at least they're soft, fuzzy balls, and
Right.
not like oh. I've
Oh
seen
my goodness.
I've seen some videos with like dogs and they're nasty looking.
I just had a raid with 14 viewers. Um, I actually So I have a first time chatter named Hot Creamy Fart, and they said that their name is acerbic and aggressive, but I am no by no means an enemy. I think I've seen you in another chat. I don't know whose chat, but I think I saw you in another chat. I lurk a lot. So Cheshire Pope raided. Thank you so much for the raid. We are doing writing sprints. Um and we are about to pop on a new sprint. Egg or Cheshires. Oh, look at all the Dale Cooper saying hello. Well, it's Dougie Coop, really. That's
Oh,
a long
okay.
story.
I was gonna say, does he have a damn fine cup of coffee and
I don't know if we have a button. We probably have a button for that. I don't know for sure. But
some cherry pie?
thank you guys for coming. We are about to start another sprint because we've been on a break for a few minutes.
Mhm.
So if you guys have anything to do, that's where we're at. We're doing 20-minute sprints. Um, and Yeah, why don't we go ahead and hit another sprint here?
Let's
And
do it.
all right, 20 minutes. There's the music. All right. That is another sprint in the books. How did everybody do?
Um,
I
well,
got 311.
I got a cat.
I saw you giving the love faces to the cat.
Yeah, he is, I think he's asleep.
Oh my.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know what to do with this. It's almost like having a little baby again. I'm gonna
Oh,
finish
he
writing
is
this
so
story.
cute though. He is really asleep.
He really is. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
I got 142 and and
And you rocked a baby to sleep.
and I rocked a baby to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, he's just yeah. So apparently I'm gonna start writing all of my short stories with one hand while rocking the baby to sleep.
Well, I mean, there's a whole other reason people are going to be reading your stories with one hand, so I guess it works out.
Right. Well, and
Uh,
on Medium will read it to you.
oh
So
my.
yes, just
Hands free so they can do what you need them to.
absolutely, absolutely. It's a lovely feature that Medium offers. You want to get down? He's like, wait a minute, now that you're laughing and giggling.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're
nope.
talking and stuff. It's not fun.
I know. Nope, he's
Yeah.
right back. Here he is.
It's just not sleepy.
Yeah.
Like once you start giggling and stuff, that's not sleepy time.
Yeah.
That's silliness.
He's like, I know something's going on.
My knee is pissed off today.
Yeah. I'm all, is it cold?
It's not really any colder than it was, but I think it's supposed to snow tomorrow, so it's probably that coming in.
Yeah.
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 So, what you gonna do? There's like some dust on the ground, but it's not. I,
Yeah.
I live in northern Illinois. I don't count it as snow, but if I lived in a different place, I might.
Yeah. That's why, like, last night when the plow guy came through and was like, do you want me to plow the parking lot? I was like, what's the point? It
Right.
was no, no. 3 years ago when I moved here, I would have been like, it's a snow apocalypse. Where's the plow? But
Yeah, Arizona is a little different when
oh
it comes
yeah.
to snow.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And that's what like when we got that big snowstorm last week. I'm like trying to remember when it was. They I walked in on the very first night that it started
Mm,
and they were like, you missing the desert, Arizona? And I was like, no, nope. I will take Siberia over 120 degrees and sand on
yeah,
any day.
yeah,
Yes. I will
yeah. That's
dig a snow cave in the Arctic.
but if we had asked you when you lived in Arizona, you wouldn't have thought that would be true.
That's true. That's true.
That's true. So
Yeah.
you had to go experience the other side to know that you liked it better.
Yes. Yeah. Like I love the fact that like for the majority of like spring and summer, I can open the window and the house gets nice and cold.
Yeah,
And then as long as you keep the curtains closed, it stays that way. You
yeah,
don't have to pay a gajillion dollars to have a comfortable house. I'm
yeah.
like,
I mean, it depends on other factors too, but yeah, for the most
well,
part. And
yeah,
compared to Arizona,
yeah, yeah. I mean, there's always
like
like the humidity and stuff, but
right. Well, and there's like how many windows you have and which way those windows face, and
yeah,
like those kinds of things factor. And then also whether or not you have uh windows that face both directions so that you can have wind go through.
yeah. Like that's how it is downstairs. Like you can
Yeah.
open the window and it comes through the house. And
Yep.
then the
Yep. If you can get
only,
a wind tunnel, that shit's brilliant.
yeah. And then upstairs, I do have like a window unit for my
Mhm.
bedroom because my bedroom window is a west facing window. And so when the sun starts setting, it's like It's
Yeah.
not,
And then the
it's,
warm air goes up.
yeah. I'm like,
So
it's not the worst thing I've ever experienced, but it is nice. It is
it's
nice.
hard to sleep when you're hot.
Yeah, it is. And then, like right now, everybody's like paying a fortune for heat, and I'm loving it. I've got the house at like 62 degrees, and I got my sweater just in case, and I can actually wear like house slippers without sweating.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I get to enjoy all the seasons. I get to enjoy all the seasons. It's amazing. I love it. Oh, I
Yeah.
totally forgot. Hi, Morgan Lee. I don't know if you're still here, but hi. Thank you for coming. It's wonderful. I guess we can say to be back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have a
Yeah.
regular schedule yet, but we are going to continue to do this. We're between my schedule and Dana's schedule, it is a little iffy
Yeah,
on
kind of hit
when
or
we'll
miss.
do it because I work first thing in the morning and Dana works overnight.
Yep.
So lining up is just a little more difficult than it used to be in the good old days.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also, like some of the people, first of all, I stream games on Friday nights now, which used to be my old time that I would stream writing streams. But also, I now have I have more time on Twitch,
Mhm.
and I don't typically write in Friday evenings now. Like it's everything's very different. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yes, it is. Everything is very different, but I think that it's good. It's good. Sometimes you got to change things up in order
yeah,
to,
yeah, for sure.
yeah, find some peace.
So where are you at now? Are you still looking to continue going? I know
Um,
you've been up for
I
like a day and a half now.
no, I slept until like 7 p.m. So 7 a.m. was like 12 hours. Seven, so
So
eight.
yeah, you're at like 17 hours.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like me, it's like you on Friday nights when you worked all day and then you'd
Yeah,
you'd stay up till like midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning.
and sometimes
Um,
3 or 4.
yeah, yeah. This
When
is
you and
definitely
Tamara were on in other time zones, like far away time zones,
yes.
the late nights did happen.
Yeah, yeah. Hawaii is
Yeah, the
definitely
Hawaii
a
really.
hard time zone to
Yeah,
compete with.
yeah, and it made it really easy to be like, how is it 4 a.m.?
Hmm. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
That's funny. But no, I mean I'm at a point where I can totally like go take a nap and get back up, or we can do another one if you want to. It's totally up to you.
Um, you want to do one more and then we'll call it?
Yep. Yep.
All right. So we'll do one more 20-minute sprint and then we'll call it. For those of you who are on my Twitch, I will raid us out because we have a big enough group. I try not to raid when it's like 2 people because by the time the raid gets to them, it's not really a raid and that feels crusty and rude. But yeah, so we can do that over on Twitch. So yeah, well, let's do another 20.
Okay.
And then if anyone in the Twitch chat has someone they would love for me to raid, I don't have any people I know who are streaming writing stuff right now. So if someone has someone they highly recommend, cool. If not, I'll just find someone. So um, we'll go in 3, 2, 1. Time to write. And that is our timer again. I literally wrote no words. My brain was like, we're done now. This is part of the reason that I'm slowly ramping up my word count usage. You're muted still.
I so I found my stream on the YouTubes. So now I can actually like see it on the screen and type in when people instead of looking at my phone. And so I heard you and then you echoed and I was like I'm like, why I heard you. Why are you repeating yourself?
Oh,
um I didn't know if you were singing or
I
if you
was.
were, yeah, or if you
I
were
was getting down with my bad
dictating.
self. No.
And I was like, I for a moment there I thought it must be so nice to like actually be able to speak the words that you
Oh
write.
no. Absolutely not. No, that is not a skill I have.
Yeah,
Not at
I
all.
thought about
When
I
it
thought
comes
about
out here, it gets dumb.
yeah,
Bloop.
yeah. I thought about getting like a recording device and trying like when I'm traveling and stuff, like driving around,
So you
trying
like
to like
talk to Diane.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey Diane, today I'd like, but then I thought it's not going to come out nearly as like sexy and spicy as I see it in my brain.
Nope.
Yeah, it's going to come
Nope.
out and be
It's not
like,
gonna hit the same.
yeah, this guy over here is looking mighty fine. And then I become a complete moron and just keep looking.
Right?
But
Trying to.
let me see. I did get some words written. Let me
How about the chatters? Did the chatters get any words? Anybody?
I don't think I wrote down my last.
Like where you left off?
Okay, but I can figure it out. Oh, wait, I did. 34, 35. So 34 minus 37, 59 is I got another 324 words.
Beautiful. That's a good thing. I think I
Yeah.
have 818 for the day.
Okay. So
And I'm not mad at that. My average has been like 200 a day.
yeah, yeah, no, I'm actually really happy because well, like I mentioned last time we were conversing with each other that I think I get more, I don't think I know that I get more written when we write together than when I try to write solo.
Yeah,
So I got 794 words in this time that we spent together.
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And I'm technically like less than 2,000 words minimum from like, because it's a minimum of 5,000 words.
Mhm.
So, and I've gotten to the part where it's basically going to be like three really spicy scenes
Mhm.
and then the end. Yeah. But we are dealing with a jokester. So what one may think they're getting turns out to be completely the opposite.
Well done.
So
All right. So do we want to do some outros real quick?
yeah, yeah. So my name is Dana Gaulin. I write spicy, spicy, spicy under Ava Fox 301. You can find me on Medium at this point in time. My website is being revamped and made all wonderful and everything. Um, but yeah, you can find me over on Medium at Ava Fox 301. And yeah, ta-da! And I'll see
And
you next time.
Yeah, and I am Sarah Scharnover, and I do all kinds of stuff all over the internet. I'm usually Wordsmith Sarah of some sort. I game on Thursday, and ad starts in 3 minutes, but we'll raid out before that. I stream on Thursday and Friday nights, and then kind of just whenever else I feel like it. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream over on YouTube. So thank you guys for being here on Twitch. Please stick around because we are going to raid out. Bye everybody on YouTube.